Electro Dragon is getting a buff, so it's going to be stronger than before. Electro Dragons from level 1 to level 9 are getting a buff. The max level 9 Electro Dragon's HP has increased from 6,500 to 6,700. About a 3% boost, and the damage per second is getting buffed too, jumping straight from 490 to 500. That's a solid 2% DPS boost. Next up is Druid. When Druid came at Town Hall 16, it was absolutely insane. Everyone was using it. Every attack had Druid in it. The value was crazy. The healing was strong, and it completely changed the meta. But then Supercell stepped in, and BRO, they nerfed it so hard that players completely stopped using it. Druid almost disappeared from the game, but now Supercell has revived Druid. Massive buff incoming. From level 1 to level 5, every single Druid is getting buffed. First, the evolve time earlier. Druid healed troops for 25 seconds. Now it heals for a full 30 seconds. That's more healing, more survivability, and more value before it turns into a bear. Now let's talk stats, because this is crazy. At level 5, healing per second jumps from 85 straight to 100. Hero healing goes from 100 to 115. And the bear form, Brew Bear, hit points increase from 2,300 to 2,500. That's a clean plus 200 HP buff. And the damage per second, it explodes from 100 to a massive 205. And here's the biggest shock when you compare Druid with healers. Druid now heals more than healers. More hero healing and more normal healing. This buff is meta-changing, game-breaking, and Druid is officially back. After that, it's time for the Super Witch. And bro, the level 7 Super Witch is getting a solid buff. Both DPS and hit points are increased. Damage per second goes up from 420 to 430, and hit points jump from 3,600 to 3,750. That's a nice survivability boost. Now let's talk about the big boy skeletons. The massive skeletons spawned by Super Witch. When Super Witch was first released, the big boy housing space was 20. Then Supercell reduced it to 10. But now Supercell is changing it back to 20 housing space. And here's the reason. Spring traps can only fling troops up to 18 housing space. Since big boys will now be 20 housing space, spring traps can't throw them anymore. That means big boys stay on the field longer and deal more damage. This Super Witch buff is huge. Super Giant. In 1,000 attacks, maybe one player uses Super Giants, and that too is rare. At higher town halls, Super Giant attacks are almost non-existent. But now Supercell has decided to make this troop a bit more powerful. The level 14 Super Giant is getting a buff. Both DPS and hit points are increased. Hit points go up from 5,300 to 5,600, and damage per second increases from 190 to 205. But honestly, in my opinion, this is still not enough. A level 14 Supergiant should have at least 6,000 to 6,500 HP if Supercell really wants players to use it more. Just adding 300 HP feels a little low. Now the big question is, will this buff actually increase Supergiant usage, or will... After that, it's time for the Super Valkyrie. Now listen carefully. Supercell has not changed Super Valkyrie's attacking stats at all. No buff, no nerf, but there's a big change when Super Valkyrie is used in the defensive clan castle. From now on, when a defensive Super Valkyrie dies, the rage she drops will also boost nearby defenses. Yes, bro, defenses will get a damage boost. Earlier, this rage effect was only for troops, but now defenses will benefit too. And how strong is this rage? Think of the rage spell tower. That rage tower increases damage by around 60%, and Super Valkyrie's rage will give a similar boost. So imagine this Super Valkyrie inside the clan castle. After that, it's time for pets and brew. The least used pet at higher town halls. L-A-S-S-I. Almost nobody uses Lassie at high town halls, but now Supercell has gone crazy with the buffs. Lassie is getting buffed from level 1 all the way to level 15. And listen, this is not a small buff. As Lassie's level increases, the buff amount also increases. At level 1, Lassie gets around a 3% HP buff and about a 6.5% DPS increase. Okay, decent. But at level 15, brrr, Lassie's hit points are increased by almost 9.45%, and damage per second is boosted by a massive 38%. Now let's talk about the Town Hall Guardians. First, Smasher. And bro, Smasher is getting buffed. From level 1 to level 5, all levels get stronger. Attack range increased from 10 tiles to 12 tiles, and alert range from 12 to 14 tiles. So Smasher wakes up earlier and hits from farther. But now Longshot is getting nerfed. Attack range reduced from 12 to 11 tiles, alert range from 20 to 19 tiles, and the splash damage radius drops from 1.5 tiles to just 1 tile. So yes, Smasher buffed. Longshot nerfed? What do you think about this change? After that, bro, the Most Used troop gets nerfed by Supercell. But don't panic, it's not a heavy nerf, and the troop is still very usable. Supercell has nerfed the Meteor Golem, specifically its wall damage. The damage it does to walls is now reduced by 50% compared to before. So yes, this is a good thing for base balance, but at the same time, it's a small downside for attackers. Overall, Meteor Golem is still usable, just a bit more balanced now. Now, bro, the real bad news comes here. The Totem spell just got a big nerf. Earlier, it had 1,300 HP, and it only lost health when enemies damaged it. But now things have changed. From now on, Totem spell will lose 334 HP every second, at all levels. Before this, we used to place Totem spell in front of the Flame Flinger, and defenses couldn't even target it properly. But now, even without taking damage, its health keeps dropping every second. This is a huge nerf for Flame Flinger strategies.